days, North Korea is a hot topic. And I'm not sure if a lot of our fan base knows that about 25 years ago, the largest wrestling event ever was held in North Korea. It was a 2-day event, and you got to wrestle at that event. I mean, I know you have plenty of stories, and I know you want people to buy the book and to, read your stories, but can you tell us at least one or two wild things that happened to you when you were over in North Korea and what that experience was like?
Wow. I mean, you see, the thing about it is, I was going 100 miles an hour trying to get my career going in Japan. And I mean, I was doing 36, 38 weeks a year, you know what I mean? It's just nonstop. But all of a sudden, one day in the locker room, Moss walks up to me, Moss says, after the tour, you go to North Korea for 4 days. I said, all right. I didn't even think about it. Back then it was just, I really wasn't keeping up with what was going on with the world news. I was busy trying to be the best I could be in the professional wrestling world. So leading up to it, we started getting some, red flags about what's, it's communist country and the little dictator in there and all this crazy stuff. But, I really didn't care. I trusted Masa, and we went. And to say the least, if Muhammad Ali wouldn't have been there with us, I don't think we came back, to be honest with you, because what happened to this warm beer student for taking a poster out of his hotel room to do what they did to him, we far exceeded that. I mean, I had an experience where I was trying to call home, and they weren't letting me. And I was on the 7th floor of the hotel. The elevators, they said they were broken, but I don't believe them. So you had to use stairs. The only way to get out is you had to go downstairs and to the operator. And you had to tell her the number, then you had to hustle back up to your room, and hopefully you get there in time. Well, I'm going up 7 flights of stairs, and I hear the phone ringing down the hall. As soon as I open the door, it stopped. You know what I mean? This happened a lot for 2 days, maybe 3. So finally I get through, and I'm talking to my wife, and we're newly married. She was, she thought I was, abusing the relationship. She thought I was out partying with all the guys. We were just having a blast, and I told her, I said, no, Tammy, we're not. And she says, she was upset, and we're arguing back and forth, and I just said, you don't know what kind of an asshole we're in here. And also my phone went dead. Boom.
Wow.
And I'm going, she hung up on me? I says, and they're charging me like $22 a minute. So anyways, I'm sitting there and I'm just going, man, I got to go all through this again because, I wanted to talk to her. I mean, it was crazy there. So anyways, I get up immediately to start going back downstairs. I get my door just banging hard. And when I opened the door, if it wasn't one of the boys, I was going to take this dude out. That's how, it pissed me off. And it was like the military. I mean, they had guns, rifles over their shoulders, and they started, this guy, he was in military uniform, but he was in a suit, and he started talking to me. And I says, and he's perfect English. And I says, I was arguing with my wife. We don't argue with our wives here. And they took me away. They brought me downstairs now, and it scared the hell out of me. And I didn't think I was coming out of that room, to be honest with you.
So wait a minute. You were scared for your life?
Never made it.
Scott, they brought you back downstairs, and legitimately, I know you. You're one of the toughest guys I've ever met. You were legitimately nervous for your life.
Yeah. When you seen the people coming in and out of this room, and the looks and the disdain they had for me, and so these people coming up and talking to me, and I'm sitting at like an office table kind of, like something that's just, you don't even know why that table would be in that room. And I'm sitting there, and this guy would come up and just start banging on the table and telling me, you can't say this about North Korea. And he's just barking at me. And, and back then I didn't like getting barked at either. But now I'm realizing that I'm in trouble. So, and it didn't end there. I mean, there was a lot of situations throughout that period of time that were way worse than taking a poster off a hotel wall and trying to take it home as a souvenir, like we've done out of hotel rooms and things over, and if it would have been for Muhammad Ali, I'm telling you right now, that's Flair. I mean, Ric Flair stayed by me and Scott Steiner like he was, but what they were doing to Rick was insane. They wanted Rick to just to run America down. This is the greatest country in the world, kind of thing. And I'm just going, man, when do we get out of this place? Because it was a nightmare.
Scott, there's rumors, and obviously you would know better than anybody, but there was rumors, Bully mentioned before, the amazing attendance those 2 nights drew. There's rumors that the fans that were in attendance didn't want to be there particularly. They were forced to be there. Is there any truth to that?
Here's how that came to be. Me and Flair were going to the show, and they had the ugliest little pea green Mercedes Benz I've ever seen, the most base model I've ever seen in my life. And they had a driver, and they take 2 of us, and like this is a big deal, So it's me and Flair, and we're driving down this huge, like it's a 4-lane highway going both ways, so it's like 8 lanes. And we're driving, pretty slow in the right lane, and there's people everywhere, and they're walking to this show. And I said, Rick, this is unbelievable, man. Look how many people are going to the show. I says, I didn't think we'd draw like this. And the limo driver says, excuse me. I said, yeah. He says, can I talk to you for a second? I says, you speak English? Talk? Yeah, please. He says, what do you mean by draw? And I says, well, they want to come see us. They're coming to see us. They want to, I didn't think they would show up. He says, if they don't show up, they get a bullet in the head. Forced attendance. Flair just sighed. He went, oh, God. Because they were putting pressure on Rick like a son of a gun, And I'm just going, what in the hell are we in? And then, there's so many other things. Me and Benoit got in a little trouble over there. I was very, very happy to leave, to make it out of there. I mean, Rick's got a $3,500 suit on. It's pouring down rain in Japan when we landed, and he got his hands and knees and kissed the runway. And I'm telling you something, I mean it. He was just frazzled. And I don't blame him, because we all kind of were. It's a hell of a thing to be put in a situation like that. And, Inoki, I mean, this dude's, he's a daredevil kind of a guy, he'll try anything. So it was pretty intense.
So what was it like that night during the event? Like you said that the crowd, for the most part, may not even have wanted to be there, were forced to attend the event. Did the crowd react at all to what was going on in the ring?
Well, you got 195,000 people. It was amazing. And when you come out, you're walking forever to get to this ring. It's quiet. I was at the main event the first night against Hashimoto, which it was an honor. I mean, it was that was something that they put me in that position that early in my career at that big of a show. And me and Hashi have been working with each other in Japan, tight. And Bubba knows what I'm talking about. We weren't, lighting up on anything. And we went to war. And these people, they sat there. And they were mad that, you didn't, it was sort of like, Caesar, thumbs down, kill him. They didn't respond to it. And then, it was tough. I mean, it's that many people without, what we were doing, but, it was it was also the show, so you just had to go.
So, Scott, stepping away from the North Korea stuff a little bit, obviously you came up in the AWA.